He was the only member of America's band who actually lived the life they sang about. But Dennis Wilson's story isn't about fun in the sun. It is a dark tragedy involving a friendship with Charles Manson, a burial at sea authorized by the president, and a death caused by the very water he loved. In 1968, Dennis Wilson made the mistake of picking up two female hitchhikers. This led to Charles Manson and his family moving into Dennis's mansion on Sunset Boulevard for several months. Dennis was generous to a fault, spending an estimated $100,000, a fortune in the 60s, on food, medical bills, and cars for the cult. He even paid for studio time, believing Manson was a musical genius. When the vibes turned dark and Manson threatened him, Dennis simply abandoned his own house and let the lease expire rather than confront them. The Beach Boys song Never Learn Not to Love, released on the 2020 album, is actually a reworked version of a song written by Charles Manson called Cease to Exist. Dennis took Manson's song, changed the lyrics and the musical arrangement, and released it without giving Manson a writing credit. This enraged Manson, who reportedly left a bullet on Dennis's pillow as a warning. Despite the band's name and their endless catalog of songs about catching waves, like Surfin' USA and Surfin' Safari, the other members were not surfers. Brian Wilson was actually afraid of the water. Dennis was the only genuine surfer in the group. In fact, the entire concept of the Beach Boys was Dennis's idea. He came home from the beach one day and told Brian to write a song about the sport because it was becoming popular. For decades, Dennis was dismissed as just the drummer, while his brother Brian got the credit for the music. However, in 1977, Dennis released a solo album called Pacific Ocean Blue. It revealed a raspy, soulful voice and complex, emotional songwriting that rivaled Brian's best work. It is now considered a cult classic and widely regarded as the best solo project ever released by a member of the Beach Boys. Dennis Wilson drowned in Marina del Rey in 1983 while diving to recover items he had thrown overboard years earlier. His family wanted him buried at sea, fitting for a man who lived his life in the ocean. However, U.S. law typically restricts sea burials to naval veterans. His family petitioned the government, and President Ronald Reagan personally intervened to grant special permission for the U.S. Coast Guard to bury Dennis in the Pacific Ocean.